Okay, so I'm going to show you how to set up the Exabis portfolio plugin. This is something that students will need to set up individually. So we'll just need a teacher to guide them in how to set it up one time, and once they've got it set up, they can upload their portfolio items for all of their courses. We'll have to figure out who's going to teach them how to do this, but I've logged in as a test student, so I'm showing you what a student would need to do. So we would just need you guys to be able to guide students in following this process. So this would be the home page that they're at. Where students would need to go is to go to their navigation and go to My Home. And once they're in My Home, they would need to be able to customize this page by hitting this button right here. And now they have the ability to add a block, and they can add the Exabis ePortfolio block. Once it's added, what they need to do is click on My Portfolio. That's the only one they need to be concerned with right now is My Portfolio. So if they click on My Portfolio, you will see they get a series of tabs at the top. The first tab to open is Information. This is a place where students can add information, personal information about themselves. Think of this as a profile page. So we're going to pretend that I'm a ninth grader at Brewster, so they can add information about themselves. I live in Spencer Dorm, etc., etc. So they can add pictures, change the color, change the font. They can do whatever they would like to there to customize this page and save their changes. So this would be their information page or their personal information. The next tab that they have at the top is Categories. So what they would need to do to set up their categories is to hit the Edit button, and the first thing it's going to do is ask you for the first category. We need to set this up by year so that students can categorize their portfolio items for the year that they are here. So if this is, let's pretend I'm a freshman, I would put in 2012 to 2013 as the first year. And if I click New, you'll see that main category is created. And it would also be helpful if I could put the portfolio items that I want to upload into categories for that year. So let's assume I'm taking English this year, and I hit New, and that comes up. Another subcategory could be History. New, I can add another one for Science, and one for, oh, I added one. I hit that button, so I just need to edit this one. Change the one that's there, so there's Math, and maybe the Arts. Okay, so there's my categories for the year 2012-2013, and I could also do a category for 2013 to 2014. Click New, and now I've created that category, and so on and so forth. The student, for each subsequent year, can set up the categories for the year that they're in. So then I can end my editing. That would save, and these are the categories that I have created. And the student will be able to pick these categories when they upload a portfolio item. The next tab is My Portfolio. My Portfolio is a place where now I can start to upload items. So let's imagine that I've got some items that I would like to upload to my portfolio. No items have been added yet. The way most likely we're going to do this is to have students upload files. It can upload a variety of file types, but if I select the type that I want, I can simply select File and then hit New, and now have the ability to name a file. This will be a skills paper, let's imagine, and here I get to pick the category. And you can see I want the year 2012-2013, and this is for my English class. And now I can choose the file, and we're familiar with how to upload files in Moodle, so I can upload a file, choose a file. It's on my desktop, it's in my Exabis files, and here's 21st century. This happens to be a PDF, but you can see that I can upload a variety of documents there. So if I choose that and I upload this file, it uploads the file, and there's the file right there. It's been uploaded. I can add some content. I think teachers would probably want to have students include some kind of a description of what the file is. Okay, so that would be there, and then I simply need to save my changes. That's all it takes for a student to upload a file. You can see now I can start to generate a list. I will start to generate a list of files that get uploaded. I'll do one more just to show you that it works for a movie as well. A new file. This would be a EL movie. This happened to be done for history class. Choose my file. Choose file. And here's my movie about emotional literacy and action. I choose that movie file and upload this file. And after a little bit of spinning, it might take a little longer because the file is a little bigger. Hopefully it won't take too long. Come on. There you go. Okay. So there's a movie file that's been uploaded. Again, a description can be added. Etc. Save the changes. I now have two files that I've uploaded to my portfolio. And that's as easy it is. That's all it takes for students to be able to enter to upload a file. Once they've done that, we move on to the Views tab. Now the Views tab, right now, all the portfolio items are really just in one long list. Even though we put them in categories, you really just need to think of the portfolio items in one long list. And this is the opportunity for the student to create the views that they would like to share with people. Okay, so the first thing to do would be to create a view. So to do that, they add a view. They give it a title, and this would be a title for my 9th grade, and it's probably always good to associate the year with it so there's no confusion. And this is a summary of my work from 9th grade. Okay, and the student can add more of a description there. But what you see on the left here now is you will see a list of all the portfolio items that have been entered. What we want to do is select which ones of those items are going to move over into this view that I'm creating. The first thing I want to do is create a view that's going to organize my work in the 9th grade. So this is how I want to have a heading that will characterize my subjects. So I create a headline called English, and then I have the ability to add so I've added a view there. But if we go back to the views page, I can continue to edit it with this hand here. I want to continue to edit this page because I'm not finished yet because I haven't put anything in English. If I take that skills paper, see the hand there, it means I can grab it. I'm going to bring it over here. I can drop it right in, and now I've got my first portfolio item in English. Now I'd like a heading of history, because I have something in my portfolio for history, so I can grab this headline, drag it over here, and hopefully it will let me, there we go, now I can drop it right in there, call that history, and I can add my movie to my history heading. There we go. So now I've built the items that I have for my view. I can save my changes, and now this is my view for, this is one of the views that I built is for the 9th grade history. Students can make as many views as they'd like. They probably would only need to make one view for each year that they're here. And if they click on the actual view here, this is what their portfolio would look like. They have their heading of English. They have the portfolio items that have been added to the English. Under the English heading, the portfolio items that have been added under the history headings. And if somebody wants to see those items, this is how they would actually see the paper. Here's the paper right here. This is the description of the paper. And now someone could add a comment about that portfolio item. So this would be a great place for teachers to comment on that. So that's how that works. So that's how you create the views, and this is what one of the views would like. Students can create another different views, and the views would be listed right here. So any other view that gets created would just come in a list right here. And by clicking on the view, you get to see the actual portfolio for that view. That's pretty much it. The last tab is an export and import option. There is a button here that allows you to import from Moodle assignments. Because I'm in as a test student, I don't have any assignments. See, if I click on it, it says at the moment I don't have any submissions at any assignments, so I haven't submitted any assignments. But one would assume, I think the system would work such that if a student has already entered something into Moodle, they could import it in. I haven't had a chance to test that out, but perhaps that's something you can play with your students as well to try and figure that out. And shared portfolios is no one has shared a portfolio with me. Apparently there's an option for being able to share portfolios, but I don't think we would need to worry about that yet. So that's all it takes. Let me know if you have any questions, and hopefully we can get department heads to start to get their students to upload their files and start pulling together their portfolios. Thank you very much for your efforts on this, and let me know if you have any questions. See ya.